Yes! Yes! They have the audacity to go after anything! The 7 dragons, gods. No ancient artifact that relates can... Still, this time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission you need to post?
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure hoarders.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss. It's just too evil.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some big joint operation.
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber in Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis of the South?
You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the gods.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been secretly guarding in the shadows. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins, then send an expert thief inside to steal the treasure.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That's quite an impressive sounding
Oh, indeed. He is an extraordinary individual. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tevat Travel Guide, then. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, but anything related to the Abyss makes me feel, so I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck. The guild...
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. This looks like a... Could it be the Grand... Why is he in that position? That's... Why is the... And the statue's hands... she was holding. Paimon has a really... And the Grand Thief hasn't... He's dead! Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of...
You cannot. You have come here. You as a herald. I will meet
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pet. Did he send you here to die? The Abyss is
What is this power? I've never seen it before! Careful! Please don't get cocky!
Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry? Freeze! Don't push your... Dodge this! Freeze!
I see. So it's you. You are the one. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
Such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss... Huh? What is it? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now. Let's get out of...
So, we meet again.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped...
And then, as we got close to the exit, we fought a big battle with that thing.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch...
Let's go! A rare opportunity.
This one will be frozen in time.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Those Abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for... In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely. They seemed to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object, to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major... One cannot discover the truth behind it, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else.
Paimon?
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue our search.
Come a little closer. Blitz. You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this! Freeze!
Leave it all to me. Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
Steady us.
Dodge this!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Time to clean up.
Frostbite! Freeze!
Leave it all to me.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Wow. Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often...
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago. Just like your appearance in that tavern, time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless... The connection, but rather they are both...
branches. Roots.
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed.
Huh? Really? Oh. Speaking of Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khanria you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Khanria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
The destruction of Khanria? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you did.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path. So you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Khaenri'ah. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipped before going to Mondstadt. You had just looked at some vague materials. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your brother? Oh yeah, you can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god, it was a powerful nation, built purely by humans.
a nation with...
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the...
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell...
Over there! It's more ruin guards. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Cotton. So...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years. These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Khaenri'ah.
Field Tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Khaenri'ah like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of...
After the destruction of Khaenri'ah, these they wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations.
That sounds... so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much, but no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose.
I must leave no stone...
Let's light it up!
Let's spark things up.
Let's light it! That's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm going in!
Leave it all to me.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Don't push your luck.
Let's light it up! Why do they never miss?
I must leave no stone unturned.
Freeze!
Come a little closer.
Adventure time! Everybody stand back!
Don't push your luck. Don't push your luck. Oh, so sorry. Don't push your luck. Cool it.
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. Perhaps it really does contain information about their...
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally... From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and though you may not have been aware of it at the time.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did?
No. From the contents, they won't just
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of...
Very few people. Only the Abyss. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct a mechanized god. And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order... Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the Yeah! That tone-deaf bard is too difficult to...
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's get... A huge statue. A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animo Archon! And actually, the Animo Archon is... never mind!
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you to...
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, when a non-believer steps onto holy... I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and act.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mention the Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Honorary Knight, I have... but I should first make it clear that...
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an... Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course!
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another...
The Tyrant's Final
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the...
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's Final Fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on it. Right! Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Perhaps it was something else that caused the Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven.
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again. Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the...
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what... Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move.
Then I will go as...
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the...
Right! We'll go give Master Jean a hand!
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.